You're all very welcome to Aughrim here today for the Boom Platform Higher Senior Football Championship quarter final between Baltinglass and Arklow Geraldines-Ballymoney. A breezy Aughrim here today. I'm joined on co-commentary by Podge Doody. It'll be an interesting game, this one. Two teams with huge aspirations of winning the championship. There's only going to be one in it in about an hour and 15 minutes time, or maybe a little bit more if it goes to extra time. We're back with our first programme on Wicklow GATV. We welcome in all our viewers. Podge, good conditions enough as always. A strong breeze down into the town goal. The rain has stayed away, I suppose. The two teams just finishing the warm up. We'll give them, there's a couple of changes to the programme we'll give them, but this is a huge game for both these clubs.
Yeah, it surely is, and you're right, there is a wind blowing down the field. It's like what it was here a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it could be a 4 or 5 point wind, really, but it is a massive game. Whoever comes out with this and gets to a semi-final will be in a real good place, because I know they're after putting away a quality team that they prefer not to meet maybe at a later stage, and it being the first quarter final as well, a chance for them to lay down a marker straight away.
Yeah, huge markers. We're just going to give you a quick run through the teams. First up on our screen we'll have the AGB team, and that lines out as follows: Tiernan Murray in goal, Cian Cooney, Chris O'Brien and Tom Marr, the full back line. Tiernan McBride, there's a change to the programme. Number 6 Thomas Lynch doesn't start. Number 22 Sean Hurley replaces him, and Andy Marr at wing back. Aaron O'Brien, Sean Crowley in midfield, Paddy Kavanagh, Christopher O'Brien and Dara Fitzgerald in the half hour line. Stephen Hurley, JP Hurley, and a change to the programme there as well. Number 17 Kieran Hyland replaces Brian Hurley there. That's a real interesting one. We'll get to it in a minute, Podge. Baltinglass will line out as follows. The team up on your screen there now: Mark Jackson in goal, Chris Grimes, Tom Burke, Carl Furlong, James Fleming, Jason Kendi and Arun Daly Dan, Patrick Whelan and Jack Kerwin in midfield, Stephen Heaslip, Kevin Murphy and Pat Burke in the half hour line, with John McGrath, Adam McHugh, and in the corner number 15 Tommy Keogh does not start and is replaced by number 18 Chris Heaslip. That's another interesting one. But just the AGB team first, those two changes, I think, look, we've probably been speaking there just a little off air, Podge. Sean Hurley in for Thomas Lynch and Kieran Hyland in for Brian Hurley. I think that's actually going to swap, as you said to me. Kieran Hyland will definitely go back into a defensive role, possibly picking up John McGrath, with Sean Hurley maybe staying forward to be a target with that win maybe in their backs if they do win the toss.
Yeah, Sean Hurley will definitely play inside. What I want to see actually is what Stephen Hurley is going to do. Basically, I know he's been playing in around a half back line, normally in the 6 role. Now, they could end up playing with just 5 forwards. I'm not sure. I'm very interested to see what will happen. And it could be Stephen Hurley still might drop back there, and Kieran Hyland could do a man-marking job maybe on somebody, but we'll see. Yeah, I think if they have the win in the first half, they'll be trying to get the ball in as quick as possibly can into Sean Hurley and JP Hurley.
Yeah, and look as well, Baltinglass team then, it's fairly straightforward change on the Baltinglass team. Chris Heaslip in for Tommy Keogh. Chris was electric in the early parts of the championship. You would reported that he was in very good form, I think, early on in the year, and he really brought that into it. He probably picked up a little bit of a knock or a niggle there then, but he's back in the starting 15. But look, Tommy Keogh, there'll be no Mitchell coming off the bench either. So we've two really strong panels here, two really strong teams. And as we said, the ref is Ian Culbert for today, but this is probably for me going to be one of the games of the weekend, if not the game of the weekend. But two real quality football teams here, and it's going to be, just two teams trying to play the best football. I think there will be tactics to a certain point, but I just think, as I said, generally the team that plays the football in the day comes out on top.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably play a little bit similar, Baltinglass will probably free up Jason Kennedy. They normally do that by their wing backs, maybe tuck him back a bit. And I think AGB might, we'll see what they do. And you were talking about the benches there, like AGB have listed 25 players there. Any one of those could come in off the bench and have an impact. With Baltinglass, they've listed an awful lot more, but the impact players there coming from the bench from them will definitely be Tommy Keogh, who isn't starting, and definitely Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly has come in games, he has started some games, and just on Chris Heaslip, yeah, he had a bit of an injury. They decided to rest him for a couple of matches. They definitely had the luxury the last day not having to play him, which probably gave him a chance to get fit, and he in the first couple of games, even against Aughrim and Baltinglass, really struggled. He was by far their best player. I think he scored 8 points that day, so...
Yeah, and look, I suppose, like you said, but Hugh O'Toole, Sean Doody, Tygo O'Toole, Keane Lee, Patrick Hearn, these lads have all featured in the championship as well, so, they're not going to be bringing in someone cold into a quarter-final that hasn't played at that level up to now. And plus the fact they came out with that strong group, like Arklow, I suppose we probably could have been a bit hard on Arklow in some of our chats earlier in play, but they have finished second in the group with a plus 35 score difference. You know, they've done pretty much all they could do at the end of the day. Baltinglass, on the other hand, have came out to won 3 matches to get out of that group. Their score difference is +1. You know, that'll tell you they're all very tight games. That group was very tight. This is going to come down to, probably a goal or two either way. Baltinglass have conceded 7 through the championship so far. AGB have conceded 5, not much in that really. I suppose 3 of those Baltinglass goals against Antogher. It's going to be a goal either way. Here's a big score today.
Yeah, and both teams can score goals. They have that goal threat about them, and which is like, and getting a major in a game like this will give you such a boost. I think this is going to be really, really interesting. It's a great way to start our coverage, really.
It is indeed, yeah. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're just putting the finishing touches here to the warm-ups. Looks like Baltinglass are going to play against the breeze in the first half. Mark Jackson is down in the town goal. Tiernan Murray is up at the other end. The Gers just about to line out. We'll know more from the line-out point of view now. Kieran Hyland has gone straight back into the full back line. Looks to be waiting to see where John McGrath is by the looks of things.
He'll be waiting a while. John McGrath is just actually down at the dressing rooms at the moment. I think he was waiting on.
He's making them wait, like it's not their first day or anything.
No,
he knows he's here somewhere.
Yeah, he is. He's the only one not picking up somebody at the moment. No, he's putting.
He's gone on Adam McHugh actually.
Well, yeah, no, they're trying to figure it out.
He's gone now with John McGrath is going to come to this side, but he's just going to make Kieran Hyland wait. Yeah, look, Sean Hurley has gone up deep into the other half to play with that breeze. He's a big target man. Ian Culbert just has a look around. Everyone is pretty much in their positions.
JP Hurley's lined out with midfield and Aaron O'Brien has gone full forward. That might just be for the throw-in though.
Yeah, we're just about ready to rock and roll in the first of our Booming Platform Hire Senior Football Championship quarter-finals, live from Echelon Park here in Aughrim. Ian Culbert is about to get things underway. He throws the ball in. We're underway here in Aughrim. A huge fist on the ball by JP Hurley, breaks it forward as Jason Kennedy gets to the ball first, goes to ground. Christopher O'Brien tries to tackle him. Well, Kennedy does well to pick that up somehow, gets it away and gives the ball out to Kevin Murphy. It's loose on, it's picked up by Andy Marr. Marr is away from Murphy already. Strong running by Marr, gets to the 21. Oh, heavy tackle, but a good tackle from Chris Grimes, turns him. Arklow Gers look to be patient here. Christopher O'Brien will have a pop from here with the wind in his back, kicks this one high and it's gone to the right of the post and wide. First chance for the Arklow Gers men, first wide on the board for them, and it's probably a sign of intent that they're happy enough to kick from 40 yards up, Hodge.
Yeah, well, the likes of Christopher O'Brien, like he'll kick them from 40 yards into the wind, like he's a great right boot on him.
Kick out from Mark Jackson. Be interesting to see where he goes with this. Drills it into the breeze. It's gone right to the middle of the field, but it's picked off by Aaron O'Brien. He's back out in the middle of the field. Gives the ball back into Sean Crowley, and it's through the hands here by Geraldines-Ballymoney. Out to Paddy Kavanagh. Kavanagh with his arm heavily bandaged there, but Solo's left and cuts back inside. Has a look up. Needs support and gets it from Tiernan McBride. McBride slows up the point of the attack. Gives the ball back to Paddy Kavanagh. Kavanagh left-footed ball all across the field into Aaron O'Brien. It's a huge defensive line from Botton. That's all across the 45 here. Is Dara Fitzgerald looks to cut through it. He's got through it and he gets to the top of the D. Chance for Dara Fitzgerald. First score of the game. It's high, it's over the bar. Really good score from Dara Fitzgerald there on the run. And Arklow Gers just we've seen him being a lot more patient, Podge, but there's a bit of a cutting edge there and Baltinglass just didn't deal with it.
Yeah, no, and Baltinglass will have to be very careful with the likes of Paddy Kavanagh and Dara Fitzgerald cutting in off the wings, because both of them have electric pace and both can score. Yeah,
the kick out again will be from Mark Jackson here. It's just under 2 minutes gone. Arklow Gers have that first score on the board. Baltinglass haven't been out of their own half really yet. Long kick from Jackson, hangs up in the air. There's 3 blue jerseys underneath it. It hops eventually and comes away into the hands of Andy Marr. He gives it out as far as Stephen Hurley down the line into JB Hurley. But Marr had continued his run. He's cutting in along. This is dangerous here. Marr gets through. Fires a shot high and fires it over the bar. And it's all Arklow Gers here at the minute. Baltinglass, I know they're playing into a stiff breeze, but they don't seem to have come to the party yet at all.
Well, the problem that's actually that's causing it for them, they've lost both kick outs so far and Arklow have scored. then straight away off the kick out. So they'll need to secure the next kick out and try and get the ball up the other end of the field.
The thing for me with the last one, Podge, was there was 3 Arklow jersey men underneath. There was no one actually contested it from bottom. That's their own kick out. And it was hanging in the air for a while in that breeze. So kick out is from Mark Jackson. It's long. It's out underneath the stand this time. Aaron O'Brien's underneath. There's a hand on it over there from Jason Kennedy. Breaks it back down the field. It's picked up by Chris Grimes. He's going to need support from there. Just shovels a hand pass out. Patrick Whelan goes to ground underneath. Heavy challenge from Dara Fitz, but play away. He's playing under advantage. Fitzgerald was fouled. Gets the ball off. As far as Stephen Hurler, there's no advantage there. Although Tiernan McBride, fancied these chances, but it's gone to the right and wide. It'll be a free to Arklow Gers, and as I said, Barton that's just struggling to get to the pitch of the game at the minute. But the Gers have really, we kind of said, the Gers didn't really come out till just before match time. We were wondering about their warm up a little bit, but whatever they'd done before they came out, they're ready for this.
Yeah, they really are. They're putting serious pressure on the Baltinglass players as soon as they get the ball. It was Chris Grimes won the breaking ball that time. It wasn't a clean kick out won by Baltinglass, but he won the breaking ball. But he was swarmed by 2 players, so he was, and Arklow turned him over. Yeah,
the support was slow to come to him. And it's Christopher O'Brien on the 45 here. He's about 10 yards in from the sideline, the stand side, throws it up into the breeze. It's high, it's hanging, but it's gone to the right and wide again. That's sort of chances you'd want to be taking. This is more than a 2-point breeze. We know there's going to be more than the scores than that in this game, but it's a heavy wind. It's kind of a funny day. It's probably not a bad day for playing, Podge, because it's not too warm.
Yeah,
it's not too warm, and it's not too cold, and it's not too dry, and it's not too wet. I suppose it's kind of in between everything. It's the wind is the thing, but Baltinglass go short to work it really well. Jason Kennedy gets the ball back as far as Cara Furlong up the field. They come with Pat Burke solos with this one. Has a look. The captain of the Baltinglass team tries to take it through traffic, and he doesn't get through. It's really good work by the Arklow Gers defence there as the ball is stripped away from him. It ends up in the hands of Dara Fitzgerald, and he comes down the field with this one. Has a look up. Looked like he was going to go long, but thought the better of it. Gets the ball back as far as Chris O'Brien. O'Brien pops a pass right out onto the wing, out to Aaron O'Brien. O'Brien is 45 yards out, right underneath the stand over there. Has a look. Stephen Hurley offers himself up. Hurley dangerously lurking around that 45 area, kicks a pass out to Tiernan McBride. It's a good ball. It's taken in by McBride. He looks to cut back inside. Paddy Kavanagh makes a run down the line. He opts to go back into the centre. Aaron O'Brien has the ball and pops it away out to the far side to Sean Crowley. It's all Arklow Gers here at the minute as they look to set up another score. Dara Fitz solos high and pops a pass back in as far as Aaron O'Brien. O'Brien kicks a long foot pass across to Chris O'Brien. He'll pop it off to Cian Cooney, his cornerback. They're all coming looking for a piece of the action. The Gers up the field into Tiernan McBride outside the right boot. Dangerous looking ball across. Hand on it back there by Kevin Murphy. Breaks inside. Arundeli Dan is first to react, and he strides up the field with the ball. Gets it to the top of the D, and he's away to the 45. Gives the ball off as far as Jack Kerwin. Kerwin on the move. He's well tackled by 2-3 Arklow Gers men. They swarm him in the middle of the field. He needs support. Just about gets the ball away. He's looking for a free. He didn't get it. It's John McGrath on the ball. McGrath now has come right out to his own 65 to look to get hands on the ball and hold it up. Arundeli Dan had a little nibble at Christopher O'Brien and vice versa there. It's a free to John McGrath, and he's at 65 yards out underneath. His referee tells him to go back with it.
Yeah, Arklow are tackling with real intensity, so they are. They're meeting the Baltinglass runners and they're swarming around them and looking for turnovers high up the field.
But they're not even dropping back to that 45 line. They're tackling high up, quick free, taken inside. Pat Burke gets it inside as far as Adam McHugh. McHugh on the turn here, looks to take on his man Tom Maher, cuts inside. He'll need support. Again, the numbers around the ball from Arklow Gers. Really good play. Kevin Murphy is pushed up the field, looks for a ball inside to Chris Heaslip. He pulls the jersey of Kieran Hyland out in front, done really well, and it'll be a free out to Arklow Gers, who have all the answers to all the questions at the minute. We're 6.5 in here. It's 2 points to no score.
Baltinglass is struggling to find their feet in this game yet, so they are. There's 6.5 minutes gone, and they really haven't got a sustained bit of possession yet.
Yeah, the Gers are down the field with Dara Fitzgerald gives it to Stephen Hurley. Hurley pops the ball across as far as Tiernan McBride. McBride has a look up, sizes up what's in front of him and gives the ball off to Paddy Kavanagh. Oh, he's cut inside. He's done really well. Kavanagh's away here. There's danger here for Baltinglass. If they don't get to him, gets in on his left foot. Oh, it's a beautiful score from Paddy Kavanagh. Made it look so simple. He had James Fleming on his case, but he just couldn't live with the pace of him once he cut inside him. And something you said earlier there, Podge, the two lads, Dara Fitzgerald and Paddy Kavanagh, when they cut inside, they're really dangerous.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They'll actually cut in, because Paddy's playing on the right wing and he cuts in from that right wing and kicks it with his left, and Dara Fitz does the opposite on the far sideline.
Kick out will be from Mark Jackson. 3 points to Arklow. Geraldines-Ballymoney, no score to Baltinglass. 7.5 minutes on the clock here. Long kick from Jackson, hangs in the air over there. Run Daly Dan. Oh, he does well, almost together, but again it coughs up possession, and it comes to Dara Fitzgerald. Now Fitzgerald is away. He's Christopher O'Brien off his. Oh, lovely little dummy show there. Gets the ball inside as far as Jamie Early. Oh, beautiful Dutch ball. Brilliant save by Mark Jackson. Reacted really well. The Gers are first on it again with Dara Fitzgerald. Little foot pass out as far as Sean Hurley. He sets himself on the left foot, kicks it high and kicks it wide. The umpire steps out and waves his arms wide. A chance gone a begging for Arklow Gers, but a really good save from Mark Jackson then from another dangerous attack.
Yeah, he had to spread himself. Dara Fitz did so well, so he did kind of give a little dummy hand pass to create the space, like, and it was the JP Hurley tried to flick it across Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson just got a leg to it. A real good goal chance for AGB.
Real good chances, alright. It's Mark Jackson holding court. He'll take this kick out here. He's looking for a little bit of the referee is telling him to kick it out. He drives it long down the field. Jason Kennedy is underneath, does well to take it under pressure, gets the ball out. John McGrath, as we said, has dropped right out the field now with this heavy, strong wind in the backs of Arklow Gers, alright, but Baltinglass have struggled to break the lines, even running the ball. It's Kevin Murphy on the ball, gets the ball back here as far as Jack Kerwin. He pops it off in as far as Tom Burke hand passes the ball long across the field here to Carl Furlong. The Arklow Gers are happy just to drop right back to the 65, but then they come and attack the man on the ball. Look, there's no support here for Carl Furlong. He's standing isolated all alone, but it's a good pass and it's well done by Arun Daly Dan as he takes it up the field. JP Hurley very nearly nabbed that one, but he didn't. Good ball in from Dan, in as far as Adam McHugh. McHugh does well to pick it up. Oh, he's touched it on the ground, says the ref. And it's nothing going right for Baltinglass at the minute. He went down low, but I didn't think it was off the ground, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but very close anyway. And I think Ian Culbert probably just a little bit late blowing the whistle for it as well, because he actually had the ball back up and he had taken a couple of strides when the whistle blew.
Free is taken quickly. Christopher O'Brien is out in front of Tom Burke. He goes down along the line. He's gone past Burke. There's a chance here again for the Gers. He'll cut back inside. Oh, tried to shoe off the right foot. It's high. It's skied up off his boot, and it's well taken there by the midfielder Patrick Whelan, and away up the field come Baltinglass. Christopher Grimes is tackled. He's tackled high there by Aaron O'Brien. It's no more than a free.
I think that's Christopher O'Brien's third shot now, and he hasn't found a target with any of them yet, which is very unlike him, really.
It's very unlike him. That one was a bit rushed. He was under pressure there. The tackle was coming in on him, but up the field come Baltinglass. They're looking for a scoring attempt to probably do them at this stage. Again, a good tackle there from Stephen Hurley on Carl Furlong, and as he tried to get up the field, it's picked up by Patrick Whelan. Whelan gets the ball off to Chris Heaslip, and away up the field now Kevin Murphy comes with the ball. Murphy draws the foul. He probably queue enough there. Murphy using all his experience to draw the foul just to try and keep Baltinglass taking over and get them up the field.
Just to settle things down a bit, like, and
gets the ball. He goes backwards with this one, back as far as Pat Burke. Burke solos again, just has a look up. There's not a lot of movement inside. There's a huge blanket of defenders gone back in front of the two lads inside. One is Chris Heaslip. It's a ball out as far as John McGrath. Kieran Hyland tried to get to it. McGrath acrobatically picks that one up and gets to his feet really quick, pops a little pass back off as Baltinglass comes searching across the 45, kicking into the Herbst end. Here is Murphy gets the ball to Arun Daly Dana. He's taken the charge to Baltinglass, and he's won a free just at the top of the D. He's been the one standout for Baltinglass here. Arun Daly Dan, he's really tried to carry the fight.
Yeah, probably himself and Carl Furlong are the two players that are really trying to carry that ball out with the Baltinglass defence, and that probably wasn't the worst tackle I've seen so far in this game.
No, I just said I think it was kind of
maybe a little bit high.
A little bit high, I think, was probably the. And he was right on it. It was kind of right in front of him there as well. He went into the tackle the right way to win a free. That way. It's Mark Jackson to take this one. As you can see, he's right at the top of the D here. He's kicking into a big window. Shouldn't bother him from there with the boot this man has on him. It'll be about 12 minutes on the clock when this one goes dead. It's high, huge kick up, and it's gone high and over the bar. It's 3 points to 1 here after just about 12 minutes on the clock. Podge, I'd say Baltinglass are happy enough to be only 2 points here. You know, they've got up the field once, they've got a free and a score, and
they have settled down and they're getting that little bit of possession now, because like it had been all Arklow for the first 10 minutes.
Had a brilliant kick out there from Tiernan Murray, finds Cian Cooney on the run on the stand side. Baltinglass just getting numbers back in front of him now. The long pass across finds Tiernan McBride. McBride solos forward 65 yards out from the town end, has a look up and pops the ball off in as far as Stephen Hurley. Hurley cuts back inside, solos and pops a hand pass out as far as Sean Crowley. Crowley has a look up. Tiernan McBride again right on the 45, gives the ball back to Stephen Hurley. They're patient here, looking to build up for their scores here. Stephen Hurley gets it into Dara Fitzove. He swaps sides now. He's over onto this side, gives the ball back to Tiernan McBride. He goes across the field with this one, backwards and across as far as Chris O'Brien. He comes forward and passes the ball off. Adam McHugh and Christopher O'Brien just having a little bit of a jersey test there between the two, and it's over to Aaron O'Brien right on the far side of the field there underneath the stand. Good foot pass across into Stephen Hurley. Hurley pops a little ball into Tiernan McBride. It's a kind of a floating pass, but it's well taken, Mark. That's well worked. It was kind of a hospital pass, but it did come off. I suppose it was about he done well to take his mark, and he'll have his shot from there.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, like it was kind of close enough that whether it was the 20 metres or not, I'd say. You know.
Yeah. He's actually given the free, I think, to probably bail himself out here.
Yeah, because he claimed the mark and he was tackled then.
Yeah, I think if someone shouted he was too close, I think that it's a free anyway would be the answer. Yeah. So he's done well there, the ref, to have a cover of himself. Long ball, high and over the bar. Sean Hurley gets his first score of the game from a free. Well kicked over. It's 4 points to 1 here. We've just about 14 minutes on the clock in the first of our Boom and Platform Higher Senior Football Championship quarter-finals. Look, I suppose the breeze is going to play a huge part today, Podge. It is already. Like I said, Baltinglass probably won't be shaking in their boots being 3 points down halfway through this first half.
No, definitely not. It's the next 15 minutes is going to be really important.
High kick out over to the far side. There's a hand on it by Dara Fitzgerald there. It's got out over the line. A run. Daly Dan looks to take it quick. No one really offering themselves up for Baltinglass there. Pat Burke does now. He'll have to go through the eye of a needle though to get that one. Mark Jackson comes out of his goal right out on 22 or 3 yards out. Solos with, has a look up. Solos again. He'll come out to the top of the D as now Baltinglass offered himself up in the shape of Carl Furlong. Furlong is away up the field with this one, carries the ball. Kevin Murphy's in front of him, has a look, but he's Paddy Cavan on his case. So it's a good tackle by Paddy Cavan. The ball breaks in, and Adam McHugh has gone down to pick that one up, or it's Chris Heaslip gone down to pick that one up. Cian Cooney puts the boot through it, and it'll be a free to Baltinglass.
Yeah, probably just as the player was bending down, just getting his hands to it, Cian Cooney was just a little bit probably late. If he got there a second earlier, it probably would have been okay.
It's one of those, he looked to have got the ball, but the lad that was trying to pick it up won't tell you that.
Yeah.
But the ball breaks inside. There's Chris Heaslip on the move now, gets the ball to John McGrath. Kieran Hyland is over there, marshing him. Andy Mars over there. It's just about controlled by Patrick Whelan. Gets it on his right foot, kicks it in. It's dropping though in the wind, and it held up, and Tiernan Murray done really well to control that one. And out come the Gers with this one way down the field as they look to break again. Dara Fitzgerald slows up the point of the attack, goes back to Tiernan Murray as they look to switch to this side. Stephen Hurley kicks a foot pass over as far as Chris O'Brien. O'Brien solos with this one, down the field 45 yards out, has a look up, solos again. He is Adam McHugh coming after him to block his run, just done enough to turn him back. Tiernan McBride is on the ball. Looked like he was going. It looked like he was going for the fella further up under the stand. I think it's skewed back. They got away with it. Dara Fitzgerald now is on the move here. Has a look, cuts inside. He needs support. A run. Daly Dan turns him back. Ball is popped off as far as Aaron O'Brien. O'Brien left footed, looks for a ball inside to Sean Hurley. Hurley out in front does really well. Chris Grimes is on his case. He twists and turns and comes back outside with the ball. Out as far as Christopher O'Brien. Out to Dara Fitzgerald now. Looked like he might be thinking about a score. It was probably outside his range. Gives the ball to Tiernan McBride. He'll have a go for a score. Oh, it's a peach of a kick from Tiernan McBride. If it is anything to look from here, it is anyway, and it's a brilliant score from Tiernan McBride. It's 5 points to 1 now, 16 and a half on the clock, and that's a really well worked score. But again, not afraid to have a go from distance.
No, a real good score by Tiernan McBride. Like, you know, and there are probably a couple of players that did get their shooting opportunity, like the I think JP Hurley is.
JP Hurley and maybe he's called the two of them, Tom Burke and JP Hurley are just going to have Names checked here. It looks like it's going to be a yellow card. A piece.
I was just looking there a couple of minutes ago. It was actually it was Jason Kennedy and JP Hurley, like, and they weren't giving each other 1 inch, so they weren't off the ball, you know. So it was quite interesting. Now it's Tom Burke and JP Hurley together.
Little flick of the foot from Mark Jackson, gets the ball out as far as James Fleming. He comes up the field, gives the ball to Pat Burke. Burke into Kevin Murphy. Murphy back to Jason Kennedy, and they're 45 yards out from their own goal. Pat Burke tries to get away. They're intent on stopping the movement of Pat Burke every time, to be fair. He just about gets a free there. But you can see it's a game plan in the Gers. When Pat Burke gets on the ball, there's 3 of them, one after the other, coming home. JP Hurley now and Pat Burke are having a little chat. I'd say it's not about how the Solheim Cup is going around, but the ball breaks inside. It's in the hands of Patrick Whelan. Whelan does well. There was a pull on the jerseys, playing under an advantage. Things just getting a little bit edgier here now, Podge. You're out the field. There's lots of lads questioning one another here and there. It's just starting to get, with that bit of a championship boy who's starting to come into it, but the wind has completely picked up here now. We can see the tricolour down there and the pole almost bending over there. It's a huge breeze. It's in the hands of Jack Kerwin here now. Kerwin gets away up the field with this one. Solos has a look, pops a little ball back as far as Chris Heaslip outside the ball. It's a brilliant ball inside, brilliantly kicked in, looking for Adam McHugh. McHugh needs support though, pops the pass back out here as far as Stephen Heaslip. Heaslip cuts inside, gets the ball to John McGrath. McGrath has Kieran Hyland within a yard or two of him, as he has all so far in this first half. It's a good ball into Pat Burke. Burke on the turn here, looks like he was going to shoot again. There's huge numbers, different players taking 1 or 2 bites at him. There's a foul though, probably a silly foul from Sean Hurley.
Yeah, really
he
silly
had him
foul.
going, like he had done the hard work. He turned him away from the goal, and they were going, you know, the numbers on the man that was getting the ball as well, and it was probably a silly foul there. Baltinglass will take it all day though.
Yeah, and never mind giving away the free, like it's a scoreable free. But it's given Baltinglass a chance to bring Mark Jackson up. That's going to take a minute out of the clock. You know, so this is the last thing Arklow need to be doing, particularly when they're playing with the wind, you know, is to allow Baltinglass to slow the game down.
Yeah, so I'd say, if, as you said, like, you know, Mark Jackson trots up, it's a minute and a half every time out of the clock. He's a chance here, as you can see, from about 40 yards out. Drills this, it's gone away to the right, though. The wind completely caught that one, and it blazed away to the right. It's 5 points to 1 here still, 19 and a half minutes on the clock in this Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship quarter-final. As you said, these next 10 minutes now, Podge, are really, really huge for Baltinglass, but they're huge for AGB as well, because, you know, they need more than 4 points against this wind.
Yeah, and they're after losing that kick out now, which is very important. Your own kick out, particularly with the wind, it's probably one you shouldn't be losing.
Yeah, possession back to Baltinglass again, just taking their time over the kick, as you would do. It's a long kick looking for Carl Furlong. He does really well to get to that one. Again, just tries to break the tackle, playing under an advantage into Jason Kennedy. Kennedy gets the ball off here as far as Chris Heaslip. Heaslip drops the shoulder, cuts away. Little foot pass inside looking for John McGrath. McGrath gathers the ball, cuts back around the tackle of Kieran Hyland. It's a peach of a score from John McGrath. That's a really good score, kicking into that breeze. A big score at this stage of the game as well. 5 points to 2 here. Really well worked, but as you said, Podge, all came from losing their own kick out.
Yeah, and the other thing I would have noticed, John McGrath, you was talking about it, has been coming out really deep looking to get on the ball. He's absolutely no danger out there.
Yeah.
That time he was in on the edge of the square and made a little run for a pass, and that's where he's really good.
The long searching ball, the kick out came Aaron O'Brien guy's hands. It's a brilliant ball. It's well taken by JP Hurley. Tom Burke was over there. Good play by Jason Kennedy. They got numbers around the ball this time, Baltinglass. The penny is starting to drop with Baltinglass. I think they're really coming into this game now. Arun Daly Dan gets the ball 45 yards out into Pat Burke. Burke gets it out as far as Adam McHugh. McHugh right back in his own 50 yards there, gets the ball into Jack Kerwin. Kerwin solos, pops the pass off here to Stephen Heaslip. Heaslip on the move, needs support again. There's good defence set up from the Gers, but Baltinglass are on the ball and they'll be happy to have possession at this stage of this first half, playing into this breeze. It's Jason Kennedy, long foot pass across, looking for Kevin Murphy or Chris Grimes. Grimes has had heavy tackles all day long and he's still shipping them and doing really well, playing under an advantage, and does really well there, Grimes, because if he's turned over there, you're in all sorts of trouble. He got 2 bites. He could have lost that ball twice, but he held on to it really well. Kevin Murphy's on the ball, gets it inside to Pat Burke. Burke takes on all comers. All good play from Burke. Breaks 2 tackles, has a look, loose hand pass though under huge pressure. Looked like he may have got free there. There's a tangle of players off the ball, 2 or 3 different players, but they're all up and playing away. Christopher O'Brien is the ball underneath the stand. That's what matters to us. It's high, it's dangerous, it's hanging, it's looking for Sean Hurley. It's gone over him. Mark Jackson comes out, reads it, takes the ball into contact with Sean Hurley, wins his free out. It'll be a free to Baltinglass, takes it quick and away up the field. This game has started. The pace is gathering here, Podge.
Yeah, it surely is. And Baltinglass will be happy enough. 22 minutes gone and Arklow have only scored the 5 points. Baltinglass are only down by 3 and they're playing against a real strong wind.
Yeah, Jason Kennedy lifts the siege, comes out, gives it to Kevin Murphy. Murphy gets the ball out to Stephen Heaslip, happy enough to play across the 65 with, comes all across. He'll look for James Fleming over here eventually. Yeah, gets it to him. Fleming deep in his own 65 here. Solos with it, has a look up. Solos again, stops and cuts back inside. He needs support now, but no tackle gone in on him. John McGrath comes short for this one, gets it out in front of Kieran Hyland, has a look, but he's right in the middle of the field here in Aughrim. Gets the ball back to Jason Kennedy. Kennedy solos with this one, bops it back to Jack Kerwin. Kerwin into Kevin Murphy. Little 1-2 and Kerwin is back on the ball, but again, there's no runner off the shoulder. Baltinglass are just happy enough to eat the clock up here and keep possession and go through the hands when they're in possession. Arklow Gers are not kicking that ball down the field with that wind. There's a heavy tackle gone in on James Fleming. James Fleming is fouled by Chris O'Brien, and again that'll take a few minutes out of the clock, will it? No, Mark Jackson not going to quite come up to that one. It's back into the hands of Tom Burke. Burke now right up the field here with number 3 on his back, gets the ball in as far as Patrick Whelan. Whelan looks for the pass to Carl Furlong, finds the pass to Carl Furlong. There's no one in the half of the field now, the town half of the field, only Mark Jackson. He's 45 yards out from his own goal, and it's Pat Burke on the solo. Oh, he's done well, he's cut inside, pops a little pass off as far as Tom Burke into Kevin Murphy. Murphy offloads a pass outside, but we're going to have a free here, and Mark Jackson is already halfway there. Yeah, he'll be on his way up for this, but that's really good play from Baltinglass in my book, Podge. They were patient, they didn't panic. Yeah, a lot of their experienced heads on the ball 2 or 3 times. The Burks, Kevin Murphy there during that. Jason Kennedy, they done really, really well, held up possession, got themselves into the top of the D and got a scoring chance here for Mark Jackson. I think that's really good football against that breeze.
Yeah, it is. They're managing to free up. It's Kevin Murphy that they're freeing up at the back. And I'm watching Andy Mars up the other end of the field, not marking anyone, so they're happy enough to leave him there. But that was really good by Pat Burke, and you can see him actually. His gander is up a little bit now. He's getting involved with Arklow players and whatever. And when he's like that, that's when he's at his best.
Mark Jackson has a chance here to put another one, but again the breeze has taken this one away to the right of the post, and that's it. He's gone very high with the last 2, and the breeze has taken him at the last second there.
Yeah, I noticed that in one of the earlier rounds in the championship as well. I think it was the day against Pats. He was the same, and when he's kicking into the wind, like he's kicking them really high, kicking them out over the top of the posts, and I don't know.
Because he has the ability to drill him lower, I think. Yeah. If it was me, I wouldn't be kicking him that far. But anyway, ball is kicked out. It's past everyone. James Fleming does really well. Inside is John McGrath in a little bit of space. He's away. McGrath here has a look up, gives the ball back to Fleming. Fleming does well to take it at the second attempt. He's cutting inside. Andy Marr comes across on him, goes to ground, gets the ball back to John McGrath. McGrath is pulled by the jersey. He doesn't even try to play on. Cuteness again. It'll be a free in to the Baltinglass men, and that's good play. It was good play by James Fleming though to get up that line, and he could have been turned over there. He done well to offload the ball back to John McGrath as well. And again, it's probably a silly foul on John McGrath. He's turned to go away from the goal.
Yeah, and that's the intensity Arklow have brought to the game from the very start. It's just that Ian Culbert is given frees for up there. I think if that happened in the middle of the field, it might not be a free. There's a good chance, and he's allowing the tackles to go, and I think Arklow are probably playing to that, and they've got caught now with
and I think
2 frees.
It's the player as well. John McGrath is very cute.
Yeah,
he's very cute, and even the minute the arm went up from the ref for an advantage, he just stopped.
Yeah,
the free is being brought out here to the 21. It looks like should be on the 14 in my book.
Yeah.
Looks like he's kicking it from the 21, but he'll giving himself room to take his few steps in. It's a real chance here for John McGrath to close the gap here for the Baltinglass men. And we said it's 5 points to 2 as it stands with 26 minutes of this first half on the clock. Crowd fall silent. We give respect to the kicker. He kicks it high and he kicks it straight and through, and it's through the post. It's 5 points to 3 here now. 26 and a half on the clock, and Oh, Ger's probably scratching their head a little bit how they're not a little bit further ahead, but they haven't really kicked on from that first 10 or 12 minutes, Barton. That's a got grip in the game.
Yeah, like AGB had 3 points after the first 7 minutes, and the next 20 minutes they've only 2.
Yeah. Long kick again from Tiernan Murray, goes huge down the field. It's brilliantly taken by Jack Carwin this time. Takes on all comers. He's fouled. Chris Grimes gets the ball off him, but it's back into the hands of Patrick Whelan. Whelan comes up the field now. It's all Baltinglass at the minute. They've really taken over. Here comes Arun Daly-Dan on the move. Good play by him. Look like just got away from him, but it's into the hands of Chris Heaslip. Heaslip is tackled once, tackled twice, and another free one by Baltinglass in a scoreable position. And they're just using their heads really well now at this stage. I think after that first bit of an onslaught, as you said, for the first 7, 8, 10 minutes, they looked a little bit, had sixes in them, but I think they're really using their head really well now, Baltinglass. I think they're playing good football.
And they're going to call Mark Jackson up for this, and this will probably get us to 28 and a half minutes, maybe 29 by the time the kick out comes. But on the frees that AGB are giving away, the Baltinglass players are not in a dangerous area.
No.
They're actually, twice they've had their back to goal. And John McGrath was coming away from the goal as well. So they're giving away scoreable frees when the player in possession is not in a position to score. So they'll definitely have to tidy that up.
They will indeed, yeah. The Gers now. He's going to throw it up. Mark Jackson didn't take it. Took too much time and he's kicked it wide as well on top of that. You could see that coming, like that's a scoreable free for John McGrath. You know,
yeah, well,
you have to have a bit more urgency coming up the field. Like, I'm all about taking time out of the clock if you're playing against that win, but I think that's a bit silly from Baltinglass's point of view, to be honest. It's a real chance of a score. Well, stuck another minute out of the clock.
Well, to tell you the truth, what it was John McGrath was letting on he was going to take it, and I don't think he was ever going to take it.
Oh, good play though by Jack Kerwin. Takes the ball from the throw in. Baltinglass back in possession. Pat Burke looks to cut inside, gets the ball back out to Adam McHugh on the move here. As a man free in the far side is Chris Grimes. Grimes joins the attack and comes up, gives it back to McHugh cuts inside, he's tackled by Andy Marr, goes to ground, tries to get rid of the ball. Oh, he's given a free in. Said there was a boo in on theirs on someone. Ian Culbert said a couple of decisions from both sides being questioned now here, but he hadn't really blew anything. When he blew the whistle, I thought he was going to blow him for over carrying because he was lying on the ball on the ground, but someone must have threw the...
Yeah, when he went to ground. When he went to ground first, I thought it was probably his best chance to get a free. And the longer he was on the ground, I thought it was only going to go one way, and that was going to be out.
If there was a boo in there, you'd imagine it'd be a card, but I'm not looking for anyone. I don't see. It says like the fridge at home. There's nothing in it. Chance here now for John McGrath. This would be huge for Baltinglass to get in only a point down if they could. He'll kick this. He does. He drills it high and he drills it over the bar. It's 5 points to 4 here now. It's 29 and a half minutes on the clock. And as we said, Baltinglass have played a really good 15, 16, 17 minutes of the second half.
Arklow haven't scored in the last 4 or 14 minutes, and Baltinglass have kicked 2 frees and 1 from play from John McGrath.
Tiernan Murray to take the kick out, goes long down the field, a huge kick again, but it's right down into the heart of where Baltinglass are strong. It's coughed up though, and Stephen Hurley does really well to get to that little foot pass inside, looking for Tiernan McBride. We'll have 1 minute of injury time and we're just coming into that 1 minute. McBride takes the charge here now, gives the ball to Andy Marr. Marr cuts away from 2 tackles. He's gone away from the goal with the ball though. Gets it out as far as Sean Hurley. He recycles it back out as far as Dara Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looked like he was going to shoot. Solos cuts back outside, gives the ball to Sean Hurley. Hurley, we're 15 seconds into that minute. Hurley gets the ball out to Stephen Hurley. He gives it to Tiernan McBride. Has 1 on the board already. Launches this one. Oh, it's a good score again from McBride. A brilliant score and just what they needed coming to half time. He took on the responsibility, McBride, and he landed a brilliant score right onto the crossbar just off the fingertips of Mark Jackson, and that could prove to be a big score.
Yeah, and that'll show you the strength of the breeze, you know, that Arklow have. Like, he's kicking that from a standing position from just around the 45, and it's able to go over the bar. And 2 good scores by him. He's got Arklow's last 2 scores now.
Mark Jackson to take this kick out. We're right on the verge of half time here. Ian Culbert is looking at his watches, drops high down, taken by Jack. Oh, it's a push, says the referee. I thought Jack Kerwin done really well there to shield the ball, shield the man with his body and take the kick. It's Bowhouse and it's into Tiernan McBride. He could have just blown the half time whistle on the free, really, because it's his half time now. We're bang on the money though. The ref is right on time. I won't say a strange first half because Arklow, Geraldines-Ballymoney came out all guns blazing and were playing all the football, Podge, but you know, a little bit of experience and a little bit of know-how has kept Baltinglass taking over, and you know, that's more than a 2-point win. You'd have to imagine, like, the Arklow Gers have a serious body of work to put in this second half if they're the whole Baltinglass now.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll borrow AGB playing against the wind, because they can run the ball. You know, they run the ball as much as they would kick it in anyway. You know, the only thing will be it'll be difficult to get the scores. You know, that's the problem. And actually, 4 points against that wind is good going. You know, I think it is, like, you know, and I don't need to concede 6.
Yeah, and look, I suppose, as you said, like, the Gers probably are a ball carrying team anyway, but it's just kicking into that breeze. They'll have to get in close to that goal to get the ball over the bar from there, you know, do the move. Christopher O'Brien maybe closer in, he's one of their scorers, but again, then you have to get the ball to him. Look, it's all to be found out in the second half. This is a cracking game going on between Geraldines-Ballymoney and Baltinglass. It's 6 points to 4 to the Arklow side here. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Don't go anywhere, because there's a cracking game going on here in Aughrim.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today. He's backing himself. He has the distance. But has he the accuracy? It's over the bar. Toshi Garuto. Toshi Harutrasta. You've done it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all, where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right, being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
I was born in 1930.
About 3 miles to the east of Dingle, Dún Shean in Echelon.
We cross the ocean.
Tardine and Article are fooling down. The game is on. The ball thrown in by Patrick Kelly. Cork playing down toward the railway goal in the first half in the ball. Nobody got it into the hand yet. Picked up by Jerry O'Connor. He's now engaging in the shouldering match, and that's a foolish thing for a man that was getting treatment for the shoulder all the week. Off the upright, breaks out to Massey. Massey, a chance of a goal, and he's got it. Tomas Massey in from Dublin.
It's all over, and Cork are All-Ireland champions for 1990. They have done the magnificent double. They have won the All-Ireland and senior hurling. They've won the All-Ireland and senior football.
The drive for 5 has ended with that goal of Lark Corbett.
In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet the sky, we gather in our colours with our heads held high. From Aughrum's sacred ground to the fields where legends play, we carry dreams of glory in the Wicklow way. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the cave we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football we'll give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. Though the road has been rocky and the titles a few, we've tasted sweet victories and we've felt the blues. From Bray to Canoe, with every match we fight. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football we give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. In the stands we hear the cheering, in our hearts we feel the fire. Together as a family we'll rise and never tire. With every kick and every score our spirits soar so high. For the love of the game we'll reach for the sky. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football we'll give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. So here's to our players and the dreams yet to come. With Wicklow GAA we'll always be one. In the heart of our county, where the spirit runs free. Together we'll conquer in unity. In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet
the bleeding valleys wide to the fields where our legends reside. We carry the spirit of Wicklow strong in the Gaelic games where we belong. All the battles fought, the glory sought, in every heart the fighters never caught. Through the highs and lows we stand as one. Wicklow's pride, our races never run. Wicklow, Wicklow, we sing your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. In 23 we tasted the Nicky Record Cup. With Casey's guidance we rose up. From Almost Fields to Donegal's call, we gave our all, we stood tall. The tales of old, the dreams we hold, in every match a story told. With every pass and every goal, Wicklow's heart, Wicklow's soul. Wicklow, Wicklow, we sing your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. In 23 we tasted the Nicky Record Cup. With Casey's guidance we rose up. From Almost Fields to Donegal's call, we gave our all, we stood tall. The tales of old, the dreams we hold, in every match a story told. With every pass and every goal, Wicklow's heart, Wicklow's soul. Wicklow, Wicklow, we sing your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. Though no senior title we may claim, in every heart burns Wicklow's flame. From Christie Ring to battles bold, our history rich, our future gold. From Bray Emmett's early days of pride to the modern warriors by our side. With McConville now to guide the way, we face tomorrow come what may. The fields we roam, our sacred home. In every cheer we're not alone. For Wicklow's spirit, strong and free, lives in you and lives in me. Wicklow, Wicklow, we sing your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. So here's to Wicklow, brave and true. In every match and all we do, With heads held high and hearts so grand, we are Wicklow, together we stand.
You're all very welcome back to Aughrim here for the second half of our booming platform higher senior football championship quarter final between Arklow, Geraldines-Ballymoney and Baltinglass. It's 6 points to 4 to the Arklow side at half time here. They have definitely made one switch. Brian Hurley has come on. We'll see who's gone off there in just a second, but they're facing into the teeth of a really strong breeze here. It hasn't lessened any. We were just talking there at half time, Podge. A lot of mitigating factors here now. You know, the fact that they probably can't even foul within 65 yards of the goal here now, the Gers, because Mark Jackson, with that boo on him, will have a chance of putting it over. You know, they're facing a real uphill battle here because it is more than a 2-point breeze.
First 10 minutes of the second half are going to be crucial, so they are. If Baltinglass get a quick start, I think they'll probably have enough to keep ahead then, because it's going to be a difficult one to come from behind into that wind. Arklow need to have a good first 10 minutes.
Kevin Murphy and Tiernan McBride just getting to know one another. The ball is in. It's just picked out brilliantly there by Patrick Whelan. Long ball inside, straight into Pat Burke. Burke gives it to John McGrath on the move. Looked like he could have been fouled there, with numbers around him on the ball. Baltinglass still come up with it. It's Pat Burke gets a ball, pops it outside as far as Patrick Whelan. Whelan offloads it out to James Fleming. Fleming right on the stand side. He's about 40 yards out, 35 now. Gives it out as far as Adam McHugh. McHugh a little show and go, but comes back out to the 45. Recycles it to Kevin Murphy. Murphy gives the ball back to Jason Kennedy. Kennedy solos with this one. Looks like what was on your mind is on their mind, Podge, because it looked like the way they came out, they want the first score of this second half. Adam McHugh on the ball, 50 yards out from the town end, pops a little pass to Arundeli Dan. He'll look to cut inside. He'll look to kick. What a kick from Arundeli Dan. Brilliant kick high and over the bar, and that's what that you can do with that breeze behind you. Less than a minute on the clock, 51 seconds to be precise. 6-5 here now, a point in it. Player gone to ground is Stephen Hurley. He just felt the wrath of Arundeli Dan trying to get back to his position, and he tried to stop him. So little bit of an edge to Baltinglass in this second half. High ball again now underneath the stand as Patrick Whelan gets a hand on it there right out on the sideline. It's brilliantly kept in play by John McGrath. McGrath tackle to the ground again. That's the second time playing under an advantage. There's no advantage there for me. It's a foul all day long. It is a foul all day long. It'll be a free, and it'll be a chance for Mark Jackson to throw up.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I bother bringing Mark Jackson up for this, because this isn't a difficult free with that strong winds, you know, and like it's one that I nearly fancy John McGrath to kick himself, but the fact that maybe that he's been fouled probably mightn't be the right thing
he's
either.
He's doing heavy stretching there. He's after being on the end of 2 heavy tackles there in the opening minutes, to be fair. But
you know, there's plenty of questions being asked of me in Culbert here, because the intensity in the tackle is at a level that you want in the quarter final of a championship. You don't want anything
and it's
less
probably
than that.
nothing that I won't say he's experienced, but it's probably not in the scene to this point of the championship either.
Correct, yeah.
The level from both teams is that there's a huge intensity on the player, on the ball, and it's just the fine margins of whether it's a foul or a tackle. And it's Mark Jackson to kick this one. He's right on the 45, lines it up, hits it high into the breeze. It's high and it's over the bar. We're level here in Aughrim in the first of our quarter-finals. Another huge kick from Mark Jackson. It's high, it's over the bar, as I said. 6-all here, 2.5 minutes on the clock, and that's just the start Baltinglass would have wanted in this second half.
Yeah, but it's taking them 2 minutes to get back 11, and I'll keep my mouth shut about Mark Jackson coming up taking frees.
Long ball again, was only dropping on the 45, taken by JP Hurley there. He done well, wins his free underneath the kick. Now it's just a matter of how they're going to navigate their way up the field with the ball, because it's a long way from there to where they want to get into the score in the red zone, I think we call it. It's the kick is taken. It's back into the hands of JP Hurley. Aaron O'Brien on the ball now. Dara Fitzgerald is free in splendid isolation over here. O'Brien continue to run with it. Daly Dan comes across to Marshall. Dara Fitzgerald now, it's good tackling back by Adam McHugh, working really hard there, the number 14. Now he's on Dara Fitzgerald, sizes him up, does really well, holds up his line of running there. Good play by McHugh, gets the ball away back as far as JP Hurley. Dara Fitzgerald not happy with some of the tackling going in, but it's championship football, kid. Ball is in as far as Brian Hurley. It's a good ball, a dangerous ball into Christopher O'Brien. Chance for O'Brien. Oh, he's blasted the ball just wide, and I'll tell you how close he was, because there was 2 balls sitting right at the butt of the post there, and he has blasted and taken the 2 spare balls out of it. A real chance for Arklow Gers there to nail a goal against the breeze, but it's just gone to the left and wide, Podge.
Yeah, that was a super chance, and Christopher Ryan is normally deadly in situations like that, so he is. And just getting back to Dara Fitz, I think you're right. It's like, this is championship football. A little nudge in the back, you shouldn't be complaining to anybody. Yeah. You should be doing it the next time.
Yeah,
you know?
Ball breaks, it's loose on the ground. It was won by Patrick Whelan. He got it back somehow as far as Jason Kennedy. Kennedy on the ball here, fires a hand pass outside as far as John McGrath. Looks like right out on the far side, or no, sorry, it's Stephen Heaslip out on the far side. His hand pass is well blocked down though by Paddy Kavanagh. And that early score aside, Paddy Kavanagh's been a little bit quiet in this match as well.
Yeah,
really,
it's actually,
they'll need a big half from him.
Yeah,
here.
He's been very well marshalled by James Fleming, actually, you know, and James Fleming is actually dragging him to the other end of the field.
Yeah, again, huge intensity on the player and the ball. Kevin Murphy just done enough to get it to Patrick Whelan. Patrick Whelan is fouled then. I've seen softer.
Yeah, but it's another free that's given away when the player that has the ball is absolutely no danger whatsoever.
No, he's turning away.
Correct, yeah.
Here comes Mark Jackson to trot up to take this one. He's trotting a little bit quicker. He was pulled up in the first half about not getting up there quick enough. Well within his range.
You probably need a goalkeeper. Like, you're allowed to bring a goalkeeper up, and you need to give him adequate time to get there. And however long that takes, add it on at the end.
Yeah,
you know, and then
they'll know eventually. Yeah. They'll know. He's took it quick. He's drilled this one, but it's gone away to the left of the post and wide this time. We're still level here now, but the same thing. You know, you can say to him, you can take X amount if you want there, Mark, but we're adding on a minute every time you take a kick, and I'm noting it. At the end of the game.
And let both sets of players know that.
Yeah.
Like, never mind the crowd shouting that.
Yeah. 5.5 minutes on the clock. We're level here in Aughrim in the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship quarter-final. Subs warming up for Baltinglass down underneath there. The kick is long out. It's out on top of Aaron O'Brien again. A run Daly Dan does well, knocks it away from, but Cian Coney is first to react, looks to try and get up the field. Good play by the Baltinglass defence there again, as Stephen Heaslip runs into Cian Coney there as well. It'll be free out Andy Marr. Baltinglass not retreating, but as I said, there's that bit of an edge to Baltinglass since about 10 minutes before half time. There's an edge to Baltinglass here, Podge. They've brought a bit more of a championship edge, and
I think they were stunned into that in the first 10 minutes, because it was all AGB that were putting in those hits and those tackles, and it's nearly been Baltinglass since then.
Yeah, it's Dara Fitzgerald on the ball here, cuts back inside, a foot pass across the field, looks for Tiernan McBride. McBride now 65 yards out from the Herbst end here, has a look up, solos, and drops his shoulder, cuts back inside. Chris O'Brien, wearing number 3, is on the 65, gets the ball off to Aaron O'Brien. He'll look to go forward, run Daly Dan, comes out to try and face him up, long kick inside. Brian Hurley's free, got himself free, he does well. He looks to, if this goes over, it's some kick against him. What a score from Brian Hurley against the the breeze from the sideline. I thought he was looking for a crossfield pass. It was like he never looked. But that is the score of the game so far, Podge. Unbelievable kick from Brian Hurley.
Absolutely incredible score. An incredible score into that wind. If you're watching this and you might think like, that was all right, but that's as good as the scores you'll ever see.
As ever see in Aughrim, that was just unbelievable from Brian Hurley. It puts them back in front as well. Just what the Gers needed. 7 points to 6. It's a loose pass though from Dara Fitzgerald, is picked up by Pat Burke. Burke is away from a tackle, gets the ball away into John McGrath. Kieran Hyland's on his case. There's actually 3-4 Arklow Gers men on his case. Hyland gets the ball. It's a free in for a foul on John McGrath. Are not happy. The Gers are not happy there. I thought the first tackle was okay. The ball got away from him there a bit.
And they got in around him and they swarmed him and they put pressure on him. And, I didn't see a hand going up for an advantage. And I thought when Kieran Hyland picked it up, I thought he was actually
in control. And then, it looked to me, but it's just interesting to see now. I'd say he said to Mark Jackson about hurrying up a little bit, and is that affecting Jackson's kicking? He rushed the last one.
He did rush the last one, yeah.
And it went to the left of the post, so it'll be just interesting to see. Chance for Jackson here inside the 45, connects well with this one. This one's high and it's over the bar. We're back level here in Aughrim. 8 minutes on the clock. It's 7 points all here. And it's a real tense affair now with Baltinglass with that breeze in their back though. You'd fancy them to come through. It's Dan Kelly has entered the fray here. And it's Stephen Heaslip who's going to make way. Dan Kelly in.
That gives the Baltinglass another option on frees as well, because he's a left-footed player, so any frees now on the right-hand side, Dan Kelly will take from probably 45, 50 metres in.
Even from play, it gives him a huge option to get him on the loop. Like if the ball breaks, JP Hurley tried to grab it. It's picked up over there by James Fleming, somehow got away, but the ball is stripped from him by Paddy Kavanagh. Kavanagh gets the ball to Andy Marr. It's away to Aaron O'Brien, and the Gers come raiding up the field. Of 2 men on the far side. If they can get the ball across to him, they're screaming for it. Andy Marr gets the ball into Dara Fitz on the move here. There's a brilliant counter attack here by Geraldines-Ballymoney. Gets the ball to Christopher O'Brien. He strikes the ball up high into the Aughrim breeze, and it's high and it's over the bar. It's 8 points to 7. That's a super counter attack there, Podge. 9 minutes into the second half and the Gers back in front.
Yeah, it really was. And you spotted Tiernan McBride and Paddy Kavanagh sprinting up off the other side, but Arklow did actually did well, and they got it to a shooter is what they did. And good score by Christopher O'Brien to put them back a point up. I think this, just looking at what's happening in the first 10 minutes, I think the next 20 minutes are going to be similar to this. Tit for tat, score for score. And I think we could go right down to the wire here.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's Dara Fitzgerald has picked up a knock in that attack there. He doesn't look too comfortable. Be interesting to see. I'm sure he'll continue anyway, but that would be a blow for the Gers if he's up. He seems okay. It'll be a kick for Mark Jackson to take here. Interesting to see how far the Baltinglass ball winners have gone right down into the 65 at the other end. Doesn't quite catch it. Straight at Stephen Hurley. He's let it slip. Good play by Daly Dan. Really good control of the ball. What a solo. He's stepped inside 2 or 3 tackles. So he moves so easy with the ball, but it's Jason Kennedy gives away a loose hand pass, and it's to Andy Marr. He gets the ball quickly up to Dara Fitzgerald, and there's a little bit of a pep in the Arklow Gers step now. They've got 2 points into this breeze. They're happy enough to play again. Andy Marr's away inside, breaks the tackle of Carl Furlong. Doesn't break the tackle of Carl Furlong, but wins a free in a very scoreable position. Probably a good free for Carl Furlong to give away, if I'm honest.
Without a shadow of a doubt. That's the complete opposite of what we were talking about in the first half. That was a player that was going to cause trouble. He had a runner coming off his shoulder as well. If he breaks the line there and keeps running that goal, it's a goal scoring opportunity. Yeah. A good free to give away by Carol Furlong, without a shadow of a doubt.
11 minutes on the clock here. The Gers look to put 2 points between them here. The old adage, I suppose, Baden has come out, kicked those first 2 scores. The wind wins you nothing, because the Gers are back in front by 2 points here, and 2 points is a big lead in this game for me, because, as you said, it's tit for tat, but there's 2 there, 2 marks to the Gers here. And
well, they're halfway to their first half total. They had 6 points in the first half, now they've 3 in the second half. That's actually a good start by AGB. They've maintained their 2 point lead.
Ball is in the hands of Pat Burke here, he gets it, gives it out as far as John McGrath. McGrath way out the field here. Brian Hurley comes across to try and shield him. He cuts inside, it does really well. John McGrath, he needs support though, gets it in Chris Grimes, little 1-2. McGrath finds his way 21 yards out down near the dressing room, cuts inside JP Hurley. Oh, lovely little hand pass inside to Chris Grimes, offloaded to Kevin Murphy. Murphy back to Adam McHugh. Oh, brilliant play out to Dan Kelly. What a score from Baltinglass. If you ever want to show young lads how to manufacture a score, that is how you do it, because it came all the way from their own 20-yard line at the other end of the field, and that's a superb score.
Yeah, a good response there by Baltinglass, and you know, Dan Kelly off his left foot, and it was John McGrath getting on the ball 2 and 3 times, and I was critical of him coming so deep looking to get on it, but like, he was really good there, and it was quick hands and get it to a lad in space, and that's what they did, and Dan Kelly kicked it over.
Kick will be from Tiernan Murray. 1 point game, 9 points stayed, 12.5 on the clock. High out to the far side. It's well taken by Aaron O'Brien. Huge mark to take there after a score at the other end. It's a loose looking kick though, but Christopher O'Brien does well. 2 men on him back there. Jason Kennedy goes back, picks up the pieces. Wearing 6 here. Kennedy playing well on a lot of ball. Gets the ball out to a run daily dan. Little hand pass. Oh, it's too little. Oh. There's a heavy collision there. The referee didn't even see it. He was looking down the field. Play on, he says, but there was nothing, no malice in that. It was a bad hand pass that ended up in 2 players reaching for a ball and colliding. The referee, and that's all it was. It was a poor hand pass. The 2 players were reaching, and now it was a heavy collision. But there was no...
Yeah, I actually missed it myself, Emmett. I was looking down the other end of the field as well. I was looking the same place that Ian Culbert was looking, I think.
But for me, if he sees it, he just stops the play and it's a throw-in.
Yeah, I don't think he did see it.
Because when it happened, he was looking. He actually turned and looked back. He didn't see. We can see it on a replay here. So. Yeah, it's one of those, but it's a heavy collision.
Dara Fitz, that's down.
Yeah, that's the second bang he's got.
Yeah, he's getting up now anyway. Yeah. But it's been that type of game, because what the players are actually doing is they're making it hard on Ian Culbert, because they're all taking the ball into the tackle, you know, and the tackles are hard.
Yeah.
You know, like, and there's nobody trying to. The last Baltinglass score, they didn't do that. They kept pop the pass and give it to a lad in space. But a lot of the players they're going into contact with the ball an awful lot.
Yeah, be interesting to see what he's going to do here.
Christopher O'Brien has the ball in his hands anyway, so I think he wants to start the game with an indirect free kick.
He's calling over Patrick Whelan here. For me, he's gone for a ball. He's gone for a bad pass.
Okay.
And he's collided, and Darragh Fitzgerald thought he could get to it first. And
he's given him a yellow.
Yeah, he's got a yellow. But for me now...
And Patrick Whelan isn't a player that picks up cards like that.
No,
anyway.
I'll tell you, if there was a dirty streak in him, he could have done him.
Yeah, and there's not.
And that's being honest. If there was a dirty streak in Patrick Whelan there, Darragh Fitz is not getting up, because he had the perfect opportunity to do it. Throw in ball, breaks away, and 2 or 3 hands on it. That man John McGrath comes up with, looks to go back down the line. He's dragged to the ground by Darragh Fitzgerald.
So, yeah, well, that's the silliest free so far. He just wrapped his arms around his waist and
drags him down to the ground. 15 gone here. We've had a little bit of a break in play there for an injury. It's 9 points stayed to Arklow, Geraldines-Ballymoney, Baltinglass on the raid here again. They are still playing with that strong breeze in their back. Patrick Whelan, none the worse of that yellow card, comes away with the ball, pops it off as far as Tom Burke. He gives it out as far as a run daily dan. He solos with this one, sizes up his options. Oh, it's just got away from a little bit, and the Gers are on him so quick. Does well though to recover and get the ball back as far as Pat Burke. Burke playing on an advantage, gets the ball up to Kevin Murphy. Murphy takes it in. Very hard to get the ball off him, and it's back in to Tom Burke. Burke cuts outside. There's no space available. Aughrim's a big pitch, and there's not space to breathe here in between these teams. They're on one another. The tackles are going in. Mark Jackson has come out from his goal. He's about 50 yards out from the Harp stand here, and he'll look to carry the ball forward. Gets the ball 65 yards out. Solos with it. Solos again, has a look. There's no one offering themselves up. He comes back and gives the ball to Jason Kennedy. Kennedy 65 yards out from the Harp stand. Solos forward. He needs support. Finds it, and it's a ruin daily dan. He'll look to carry the ball forward. He does carry the ball up to the 45. Needs support now. Ball gets away from. Does well to control it. Gets it to Kevin Murphy. Murphy through the hands. Gets the ball back as far as Jason Kennedy. Ball is back out into Tom Burke. Burke solos, has a look. Solos again. Patience from Baltinglass here, but everyone back from Arklow. Gerald's trying to hold out here with 16 minutes on the clock. It's a long time to hold a 1 point lead. A high ball in, and that's a silly foul again for me. The Gerald's have just been let down a little bit by fouls like that. No need to wrap your arms. The ball has gone completely over Kevin Murphy there. There was no need to wrap your arms around him.
Yeah, probably just take a fist through it, and that's,
but even if you throw, a fist at the ball there and don't get it, it's gone in over you. He wasn't winning that, turning you and doing damage, So the kick will be for
John McGrath is calling Mark Jackson, Crowder.
Yeah, he's going to throw it up again if they're not very, very careful here, because...
Yeah, and they need to just make that decision straight away, because all they're doing is giving the referee the opportunity and AGB to have an opportunity to get on to the ref.
And plus the fact Mark Jackson comes up and rushes it then, but he doesn't rush this one too much because he kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. Another score for Mark Jackson, another score for Baltinglass. We're deadlocked here with 12 and a half to go here, and it's 9 points apiece. There's a cracking last 12 or 13 minutes plus injuries here, Podge, because fitness not going to be an issue on either side here. You know what I mean? Like they're going to go right to the end here.
Yeah, and the frees are definitely hurting AGB at the moment. It's Adam McHugh gone off.
Adam McHugh.
And Tommy Keogh has gone in.
Tommy Keogh has gone in. Adam McHugh gone off. So chance for Tommy Keogh to prove his worth to Barton. That's it's well taken by JP Hurley over in the far side, cuts back inside, gives the ball off to Stephen Hurley, drops the shoulder and has a look up, solos and looks to find a little ball inside. Brian Hurley out in front again. He's been electric since he came on in this half. Kicked the score of the game, as we said as well. Gets the ball off to Paddy Kavanagh. Kavanagh looks for a little ball inside. Chris Grimes does really well to get to that. Good, that's really good cornerback play. He's under all sorts of pressure though, and the ball breaks out and comes to Andy Marr. Marr's away with this one. Twists and turns, gets back, gives the ball to Stephen Hurley. Hurley to Tiernan McBride. Back out Taran O'Brien all across the field looking for Dara Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looks to cut inside or run Daly Dan. Solos with it. Again, just good play by the Baltinglass backs just to stand them up. Had to take that one on for me. Dara Fitz, he has to go at them now. Little ball inside. It's trying to tread the eye of a needle, Stephen Hurley and Dara Fitz. It's another one of those tackles again that just stops the momentum, but he seems to have injured himself.
Yeah, it was and he was great joy running around Daly Dan in the first half. He's absolutely having no joy in the second half.
No, that's a very good call by Ian Culbert, because John McGrath was trying to play it cute. They had a long ball down the field and he got a handful of Kieran Hyland's jersey to pull him into him. But it's actually a very good call from Ian Culbert, to be fair there. Two warriors going at the two lads.
John McGrath actually smiling after the free was given.
He's shaking his head now and he's shaking it because he was caught. But it's in the hands of Sean Crowley. Arklow Gerald's looked to come back up the field. Stephen Hurley gives it into Tiernan McBride. McBride on the move here, has a look up again, the movement inside, but it's that breeze, as we said, they're not going to kick from distance. That's a brilliant tackle. Chris Grimes is having a super game here for Baltinglass at the back. His tackling, his reading of the game, everything excellent from the number 2 so far. Long ball inside, but equally at the other end as Kieran Hyland comes out in front of John McGrath and gets the ball up as far as Paddy Kavanagh. Kavanagh's away from James Fleming. There's a cross of legs that'll be a free.
No more than that, and James Fleming was under pressure. Because he'd actually kicked that ball to Kieran Hyland, and then it's his marker.
Paddy Kavanagh takes a quick just doesn't stick to Brian Hurley. He gets the ball, it's brilliantly picked up again. The defence there by Tom Burke gets it to Chris Grimes, back to Tom Burke playing on an advantage. As I said, there's no advantage for a back there. You just want your free all day long. Tom Burke now under all sorts of pressure, but good play by James Fleming to get to him and support him, and comes away down the field. Look, a loose pass was a brilliant one too with Jack Irwin. They're just about getting away with quick hands, as you said. It's a long diagonal, dangerous looking ball in, breaks inside Dan Kelly. It's come away, and Dara Fitzgerald does really well, gets the ball off.
Read that really well, Dara Fitzgerald. Off
as far as Tom Marr up the field now on 2, and he's away again. A tackle in from him, from Dan Kelly on him, and it'll be a free to Arklow Jersey. This game.
See Dara Fitz back down on the ground again here. I think that's his 4th time. Now he's going to need to see the physio and
well, at this stage it's either good night or God bless, because they can't afford to have him down all the time either, to be fair. He needs to.
And as Pádraig Birmingham is actually getting ready to come in for AGB.
Again, AGB are playing away with the ball here while we're looking at what's going on the sideline. Paddy Kavanagh's doing really well though. Again goes to ground, looks for a free, doesn't get it. Tom Burke comes up with the ball and away come Baltinglass. Again, that defensive set-up on both sides has been really good. Pat Burke now has the ball 65 yards out from the Herbs and solos forward, long foot pass in, it'll hop over, everyone know it won't. There's cover there though, and it's good cover and it's good play by Cian Cooney to get the ball at the second attempt on Tommy Keogh there. Ball is out and into the hands of Stephen Hurley. Hurley solos with this one, gives the ball to Tiernan McBride. There's players with their hands on their head and they're down under hundreds, they're gasping for breath here. This has been a hell of a game of football and we still have the guts of 10 minutes left here. With 8 at normal time, we'll surely have 2 or 3 injuries. Aaron O'Brien looks to pick a pass inside to Paddy Kavanagh. Good fist in from James Fleming. What a battle that's been between those two. We've had brilliant battles all over the field. We're level, we're deadlocked, we're going nowhere at the minute. It's Chris O'Brien right underneath the scoreboard, gets the ball back to Tiernan McBride. 2 in the first half. Can he add to it with 1 against the wind? He can't. It's gone to the right of the post and it's gone wide and it's 22 and a half minutes on the clock, 9-all. Here comes Pádraig Birmingham.
Yeah, and I imagine it'll just be straight in for Darragh Fitzgerald. Pádraig Birmingham now will get up and down the field. Like he's a great engine on him and a real worker.
Yeah, so the kick out will be from Mark Jackson again, sizing up his options, and he takes the little flick of the boo out as far as Carl Furlong comes out with this one. O'Brien Hurley just does enough to stop him there. At he was in 2 minds for a minute, but he took the right option, gave it to Tom Burke, and he gives it to Mark Jackson. He's 45 yards out from his own goal here, gets the ball to Chris Grimes. Tries to pop a little pass inside and gives it to Pat Burke. Good reverse pass back as far as Chris Grimes. Grimes, a heavy tackle on Chris Grimes there by Chris O'Brien. You just said it there earlier in the play. What a game Chris Grimes has had for Baltinglass.
Yeah.
He's been immense at cornerback.
Like he's an absolute warrior is what he is. Like the tougher the game is, the better he gets. You know, like those balls that are dropping on the deck and whatever, and they need to be fought for. He's the one that's going to get in there and get his body around it. And yeah, like he's a real warrior is what he is. And here we are now, a chance for we were talking about 65 metres out. Mark Jackson's going to have a go at this.
Yeah, this will be a huge kick for Mark Jackson. He's 60. He's just out. He's a ball width just outside the 65. He's very, very central, and this is game level. Can he get the purchase on it? It's going to drop short. It's going to drop dangerous. John McGrath tried to get a fist on it. It's away. The Gers just left it behind themselves a little bit, but Stephen Hurley ties up, gets the ball to Pádraig Birmingham. Birmingham out to JP Hurley out. As far as Chris O'Brien, away up the field comes Tiernan McBride. He'll need support from there though. He's starts to pump the legs, so does Pat Burke, trying to get after him. Sean Crowley now on the ball, has a look up, cuts back inside. It's a good it's a brilliant tackle by Chris Heaslip. He's away from 2 tackles. Heaslip, little foot pass into Kevin Murphy. Murphy has a look here, needs support though, pops the ball off to Dan Kelly. It's back outside to Patrick Whelan. He kicks this one as a go. It's dropped into Tiernan Murray's bread basket there, well taken by the keeper, right back on the line there, but good turnover from Baltinglass, but they've got nothing from it. And Arklow Gers, they're back in possession, just given away though by Andy. There's a heavy hit gone in on James Fleming there, looked a tad late.
Yeah, it was Cian Cooney that actually gave the ball away,
and he's feeling the force of it himself. He's after getting the dead leg. He's gone down here now from his own exertions there a minute ago, and it's into the hands of Tom Burke. Burke on the move here, gets the ball to Kevin Murphy. Murphy has a look up, gets it out to Arun Daly Dan. Daly Dan has a look again. He'll need support from here, gets it in the shape of Tommy Keogh. Tommy Keogh gives the ball back to Chris Grimes. 25 minutes of normal time on the clock. We're level in Aughrim here in this game. It's out as far, Jason Kennedy gets it out as far as Chris Heaslip. Heaslip cuts back inside, pops it off as far as Pat Burke into Chris Grimes. Grimes does really well, gets the ball to Tommy Keogh. Keogh tries to get back on his right foot. His leg was trapped there. I thought he'd done the wrong thing coming back, but he's drawn the foul and it's right in front of the goal. It'll be a chance for Baltinglass to go in front, and here comes Kieran Ling.
Yeah, it was Tommy Keogh wanted to turn back onto his favourite right foot, so he did, and like Baltinglass, I've kicked 9 points. 6 of those have been frees, you know, so they've only 3 from score. So that's been what's really hurting AGB so far.
Yeah, and you know, you probably look at that and say, you know, they kept them to 3 points from play. Jesus, it was good going, but it's frustrating the frees they've given away at the same time, because I'd say out of those 6 frees, 4 of them probably didn't need to be given away.
No danger players with their back to goal. And Joe Kinlan getting ready to come on as well.
John McGrath will kick this. He's just inside the D, straight in front of the goal, kicking into the town end, off the right boot. It's gone to the left of the post and wide. It's gone wide from John McGrath. It's not what you'd be expecting from the goal, John McGrath.
I thought that was plain enough that Baltinglass were going to actually take the lead for the first time after 56 minutes. And if you want to take the lead for the first time, that's the right time to do it. Maybe the 58 or 59 is even better.
Yeah, Tiernan Murray will take this kick out. The last few minutes here are going to be crucial.
Yeah, Keane Cooney's gone off after.
27 minutes now on the clock, 3 of normal time. We'll have injuries as well here in Aughrim, and it's level, 9 points each. The breeze is in the Baltinglass back. Tiernan Murray kicks this one long. He's looking for JP Hurley. It's going to carry out right to the sideline. It's carried over the line there, the lad on the line. No, there's a little bit of messing going on. That fella should never have been in there. On such moments, you can get yourself on the front of the Independent very quick. I tell you that, but the ball is taken and it's a Chris Heaslip. Heaslip looks to try and break the tackle. Good tackle by Andy Marr again. He's playing on an advantage and it's a free. The Gers are going mad about that free. Andy Marr's not happy, but those are frees that have been given all day, so you have to kind of adjust to that, Podge.
Yeah. It is
a little bit more of a pep in Mark Jackson's step here.
Yeah, very, very disappointed to give away that free. So as you can see, he was very animated, and it was probably the fact that Pádraig Birmingham thought he was going to claim the mark, and he ended up getting put out over the sideline.
Mark Jackson lines this one up. It's 9 points all. He's straight in front of the goal. 28, and just over 28 minutes gone here. Strikes it, looks to strike it well. He's happy with it. It's high, it's over the bar. That's Mark Jackson's 5th point here. And out of 10, that's half the scores. So,
Baltinglass take the lead for the first time in the 59th minute of the game.
Yeah, 28 and a half gone. Baltinglass lead 10 points to 9. Can the Gers fashion another chance? Again, the ball holds up in the air. Oh, brilliantly taken by Arundel Dan, and takes his free for a push in the back. He's been very good, Arundel Dan. He's not happy, and here comes Mark Jackson again to take another minute out of the clock, and if he can nail this...
No, I think Dan Kelly should kick this one.
Yeah. No. Dan Kelly looks to be lining this one up. Yeah, the referee has pointed to his watch. He's had enough of waiting for lads. It's gone away to the right of the post and wide. He probably rushed it then because he was I think that's a decision, as you said, needs to be made, and it needs to be set in stone, because it's all right bringing him up near the end to maybe take him in out of the clock, but it's been a little bit, a sort of a who's taking it here. Kick out though has been a problem for the Gers. It's high and it's good hand on it there. The break is into the hands of Arundel Dan. He wins it again. John McGrath has the ball, tips it on his toe. Half a minute of normal time left. Arundel Dan gets the ball back in as far as Dan Kelly. He fires the ball across to Tom Burke. Burke gives the ball into the middle of the field. It's loose, but Patrick Whelan will be happy that Tom Burke was there just to pick it up. Jason Kennedy gets the ball. Arundel Dan breaks one tackle, breaks the second tackle. Does he just about? No, he's coughed it up, and Aaron O'Brien gets the ball, gives it back in as far as Chris O'Brien. He pops it off to Tiernan McBride. McBride swarmed by Baltinglass players. Good play by Kevin Murphy to turn him back. We have 4 minutes to go here. We're into the first minute of that. We have 4 minutes. Tiernan McBride gets the ball, fires it long. There's a player in splendid isolation. Understand Joe Kindlin is away on his own and 65 yards out. Here comes Kindlin down the field, gets the ball to the 45, pops it inside to Kieran Ling. Ling has a look, he needs a runner off his shoulder. That runner is Paddy Kavanagh. Back to Ling, he'll come in along the end line. Baltinglass set up just across the player, gone to ground inside. I don't think there's anything in it. Back out to Aaron O'Brien. Is patience the key, or do they need to get someone now to take this on? It's Christopher O'Brien, 45 yards out, gets the ball to JP Hurley. Hurley looks like he's going to set for a score. Tackled by Arundel Dan. Ball breaks away. The referee says no foul. Chris Grimes comes away with that ball. He's under all sorts of pressure, playing under an advantage. There's no advantage there, and it's a free to the Baltinglass men. Colin Morris is going mad down here underneath me, but I just don't think JP Hurley done enough to win the free there. He just looked for it.
Yeah,
he had to continue with the ball to convince the referee.
Yeah, they probably are disappointed, all right, that they didn't get that free, and it would have been a free to tie up the game.
Player down on the ground here for
Christopher Heaslip.
Chris Heaslip seems to have picked up an injury. He looks in a bit of distress. Aaron O'Brien tries to tell him to get up off the ground, but the referee now has actually stopped the game. We have a sub coming in for Baltinglass. It looks like it'll be Cian Lee going to enter the fray. This time will be added on, so
we could get to 6 minutes.
Yeah, look, I mean, you've almost 2 up there, so our cameraman here is very worried. Nottingham Forest are 1-0 up on Liverpool. He's not a bit happy, so if the camera's a bit shaky there for the last few minutes, it could be to do with the Premiership. Well, it's no Premiership here, it's 10-9, and it is dog-eat-dog here. It's real Championship stuff. Podge.
Yeah, I thought that was Arklow's opportunity to get the equalising score. Will they get another chance? They'll probably have a couple of minutes. He'll probably have to go to 5 minutes now anyway, maybe 5.5.
Yeah, so look, we're 2.5 minutes into that 4. You're looking at probably 5 minutes as Chris Heaslip has to leave the field, being cradled off there. And I have to say, fair play to all the men on the sideline for leaving the physio to carry the man off as well. Lots of lads there that could have given a hand out there and get Chris off the field. It's a long ball pumped down the field though, and Baltinglass, you would have thought, would have held possession from here as Andy Marr carries the fight for Arklow. Gets up the field, gives the ball into Kieran Ling. Ling is chased here by Jack Kerwin, has a little by hand, but Ling does well to recycle the ball. 45 yards out, Christopher O'Brien is on the ball. They're shouting at Arundel-Dan to get out to him. I'd say the legs on Arundel-Dan now might be trying to just good play by Christopher O'Brien, cuts inside now, he's got his free in, and we're going to extra time here by the looks of this.
Yeah, it wasn't too dissimilar to the last opportunity, and it was a free in.
Yeah.
You know, they did wrap their arms around him. He'd got around the players, where probably JP was probably still in the tackle, but big opportunity. It looks like we could be going to extra time. We're heading towards the 34th minute, is nearly up, and he'll probably play another minute, and it'll be an opportunity for both teams to get a winner if this goes over.
Yeah, and
it has to go over first. Sorry.
Yeah, but look, you're looking at the Gers tapping to watch a minute ago. They'd probably take a draw now if this goes over, and get to extra time. The kick is he's kicked it to the right of the post and wide. He has kicked it to the right of the post and wide. We were talking about extra time. Oh, that's a huge miss for this Gers team. A huge opportunity gone.
Yeah, it really is. And I did say he still has to kick it over the bar, and it wasn't 100% certain or anything like that.
Here comes Sean Doody into the fray. I'd say Mark Jackson will go along. Kevin Murphy's coming off. As he was going to say, Kevin Murphy was kind of calm for it, but by the looks of things here, we have Jack Kerwin and Patrick Whelan down this side of the field. This ball is going to be dropped, although Sean Doody's gone to the far side with Cian Lee. Yeah, it's gone this side high. It's huge kick with the breeze behind. Ball breaks inside. Chris O'Brien has the ball. Away come the Gers. Can they get up the field quick enough? Again, there's huge pressure on the man on the ball. Chris O'Brien gets it from Kieran Hyland, gives it out to Brian Hurley. Hurley's away with this one. Middle of the field here in Aughrim. Outside of the boot has gone away. Is it going to carry out over the line? It's gone out over the line. It'll be a line ball to Baltinglass. We're into the 35th minute, and I'd say we could have one team in a quarter final here, and it's going to be Baltinglass after a huge battle here in this first quarter final.
Yeah, it really has been. Imagine if they retain possession here now, like we're going into the 36th minute. I'd say there's another maybe 30 seconds left in this game, but no more. Arklow do really well to get another scoring chance.
Goes long down the field, the ball just punts it away long. It's loose, and Sean Doody is on it. Does well to pick up possession. He needs support though. Trying to break 1, 2, 3 tackles. Ball goes to ground. Free to Arklow. Gers out of all that, I don't know how he's seen a free there, but he's given the free, and here we'll have one more attack from the Gers. Joe Kindlin is on the ball here. Can they fashion another scoring chance? Here they come up the field. It's Sean Crowley has the ball. We're into the 35 minutes and 45 seconds, but there was time to be added it on with the 4. Baltinglass are calling for the final whistle. Sean Crowley's in space, 45 yards out. Paddy Kavanagh's outside him. There's a wrestling match going on with James Fleming and Brian Hurley. Play away as the referee. Kieran Ling is on the ball. He checks his run, turns back inside, but he's only coming away from the goal. Gets the ball to Tiernan McBride. He gives it out as far as JP Hurley. Again, they're looking for a ball in. They're looking for a way in. Kieran Hyland joins the attack. Pops it back out as far as Chris O'Brien. Chris O'Brien steps inside. There have to be a bit more urgency here. Andy Marr is bringing it. Marr goes to ground. Tries to win a free. Doesn't win it. Recycles the ball back to Kieran Hyland. 36 and a half minutes on the clock here. There's a chance. Is there another chance in it for Arklow? The door is blown open here in all the excitement. Christopher O'Brien is on the ball. Joe Kindlin is on the ball. How long can they recycle it? They had to have a go. Someone had to take responsibility and they didn't. With 36 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, Baltinglass are through to the semi-final of the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship after a really gutsy win here. They play with the breeze in the second half. The Gers threw everything at him and just came up short, but it's a wonderful victory for Baltinglass because their season rolls on to a fortnight's time.
Yeah, really, really important. And you know what, I think Arklow will be maybe disappointed on some of the frees that they didn't get, and maybe the ones that were given against them, but they did. Like, you know, I think it was 7 frees that was Baltinglass scored, only 3 from play. But they needed to create a scoring opportunity there at the very end. They knew the clock was against them and they just couldn't. And maybe credit to Baltinglass for not allowing them to get that opportunity.
Someone had to come centrally though and try and punch a hole for me.
Andy Marr did try.
Yeah, he tried, but he came back, you know, but there was no one coming with him to come behind him off the shoulder, even to just draw that foul at that stage, because momentum going forward, you're either fouled or you're held up, you know. It's just the little bit of naivety in big matches for the Gers the last few years has seen them falling short. And you know, look, it's Baltinglass back in the semi-final. No one will want to play them. Another big victory for them, 10 points to 9. Mark Jackson kicking 5 of those as well. You know, Baltinglass have lots to work on here, but they have a fortnight to work on it. They're still in it, and that's all that matters to them. So huge victory for them. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with the second quarter final of today between Kiltegan and Éireoge here. That one is going to kick off in about half an hour's time at 5:30. Make sure and tune in, because I think that's going to be a really good game as well. 2 teams there, 2 dual clubs actually looking to get themselves into both hurling and football semi-finals for the year, which would be great for them both. Tune back in for about 5 past 5 or so. We'll be back live and we'll see you then.